Hello investors everywhere. Adam Hewison here with your market report for Tuesday, the 27th of August. Syria shakes the markets, Bill Ackman capitulates, gold soars, and crude oil moves over a crucial area of resistance. Let's get started right away and look at those markets and some other stocks as well. So here we go into our portfolio manager. Let's start with gold. As you can see, gold still, even today, it's up 1.46%, $20 higher for the day, but our long-term indicator is still not positive on gold. Here's the chart. You can see why. Look at the monthly kicked in right here. Trend change at 1672, and it's been going down ever since. So that's pretty much all of 2013 we've been in the bear market. We still haven't really climbed out of that, even though we are over the $1,400 level today. So moving along to what I think is more interesting is the crude oil market, and we put a longer picture on for crude oil, and we'll scope this in a little bit closer so you can get to see, and we'll make it a line chart. So clearly the big thing is here you're moving over the new highs right here, and it looks like a big base to go higher. So if we scope it in even closer, and you can see, and we'll put a line, there it is. You can see we've been talking about this box formation that was occurring, and it was right around here. So we said if it breaks out, go with it. We've broken out today. We're going to close over the 108 level, and I think we're going to see this market go to the 114, 115 level. That's our target zone for this market. So we're looking at a move to the 114 to 115 zone, and that's just for now. That's per barrel, and we think that's going to happen fairly rapidly. And I would have positions on right now. As you can see with our trade triangles right here, we've been long since 107, 106 on the daily, and 97 on the monthly. So we've really been, there's the monthly right there, we've been in this market on the long side for quite some time, and I think that's the important thing. The trend is your friend, and the trend is clearly up in crude oil. So let's go to our next market. Clear the screen. That's Netflix. Netflix is a little bit of a pullback today in Netflix, but generally speaking, let's get this closer in. Let's do a 3-month chart. Let's take the Fibonacci off here so we don't need that. There we go. So this still looks higher to us, looking for this stock to go to the $300 level. I think this pullback is probably an opportunity to get long, and then put obviously a reasonable stop loss on this position. But generally speaking, the 270 level should be very, very good support for this market. So moving along to our next stock is Facebook. Facebook, I think we could see Facebook hit the $50 level in the not too distant future. Longer term, let's scope this out. You'll get some idea of where this market has really created what I consider to be a significant base to push it higher. And significant base, I mean, you could say this was a base right here, and this is an even longer base. So generally speaking, moving from these levels right here, from 32 down to 18, I think was the low, or around these levels, excuse me, right around this zone here. You're talking $10, so we're talking $42, which we basically hit, but I still think from these levels here, we can see another push up to the $50 target zone. So that's Facebook. FB is the symbol for that market. So going to our next market, that's Apple. Still like Apple on the upside. We think this is going to hit 550, 560. It's a little bit of a slowdown right here, you can see, but this pattern is not a bearish pattern in my humble opinion. We think this move over the levels we talked about before, and I'll show you what they are. This move here over these highs, these 3 highs, very positive, double bottom. We're going up, in my opinion, to the 550, 560 zone. Now September 10th is when Apple announces whatever new products are to come out with, a new gold phone, maybe a surprise product that no one's talking about. But generally speaking, the trend is clearly up. We've got our trade triangles positive on the weekly and the monthly. So the trend is your friend. Stick with the trends. So let's clear that screen and go to our next market. Next market is the Dow. We've seen a little bit of pullback here, but depending on where we close, it could be very, very important. If we come back and close towards the highs, I think we're probably going to see probably the low point for the market right now. So we're oversold on the MACD. We're starting to flatten out a bit. If you just look at this closely, you can see that the this particular box right here, you can see that the market is just beginning to move up like that. So that's an important element. So the momentum's definitely slowing down on the downside. So let's take a look at our next market, and that's going to be the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ actually is not acting badly at all. We think this is going to go higher. We think obviously with Apple is going to be driving that road for the stock, and I think a move over the highs here, I think that's around 1700. I think that, excuse me, 3700. I think that would be a very, very positive sign. So moving along to the euro dollar, and the euro versus the dollar, I should say. And you can see here, obviously this area above here is really a problem, and we sort of just get stuck here. The 134 level, can't get much over there, and we need to see something happen there. So we'll see. But generally speaking, the trend is your friend, and we've got all of our major trends, the monthly and the weekly, in a positive mode. So let's see how that plays out. Lastly, Walmart stores, major sell signal in this market, and that just came in today at 72.90. But what's important in my mind with this particular formation is this. We talked about this formation so many times in the past. It's a double top with a pivot point. If you look at where the pivot point is, right around here, that's around the 73 level, and the high is 79. Let's call it 79. That's $6 difference, so $6 difference from there to there. And we take the $6 away from 73, that gives us down to $67. That's our target zone for Walmart. Obviously, Walmart is not doing too well, as a lot of retailers aren't doing too well. And the other big news today, of course, was Bill Ackman sells his entire stake in JC Penney for a $500 million loss. Not too good. Okay, this is today's report. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day of trading. I'll be back tomorrow.
You can find Adam Hewison as a regular contributor on Bloomberg, Business News Network, CNBC, and Fox Business News.